Hello everybody, I'm Sampy and welcome back to more Diddy Kong Racing. I think it's time for a change of character, so I'm going to shift over to Bumper the Badger. And let's head back into our adventure. And last time I said I was going to go on to World 2, and I think actually... Oh, well, wait, no, Taj is... he's going to challenge us to a hovercraft race, okay. So this is similar to the car challenge, it's just in a hovercraft, and the route's kind of different, so I guess it's a bit harder because you're not just going in a circle, you actually have to go around like more of the island this time. So it's a bit more of a challenge, but I mean Taj himself is still pretty slow. I mean I'm already kind of like scooting away from him and I'm not really doing anything difficult yet. The hardest sort of turn is probably this bit coming up here, where we're on the beach here and we have to turn sort of right up this slope. And that's probably the hardest turn, and it's not even that hard. So anyway, that's one lap done, so you're going to do 3 laps again. I think the hovercraft, this is the first time we've seen the hovercraft, have I already said that? Whatever. It's probably my least favourite of the 3 vehicles. And it's weird because like I remember when I like first played this and I heard you could play in a hovercraft, and it's like, oh that's really cool, it's a hovercraft, how many racing games let you play in a hovercraft? But to be honest, like, I don't know, I don't really like it. It's something about the handling. Like, I imagine, like, I've never driven a hovercraft in real life, but I imagine it's kind of similar. And it's kind of like really floaty and stuff on the corners. I can't really explain it, but it's kind of, ugh, I don't really like it. So, fortunately I have to use it too much throughout the game. It's mostly the car and then plane, but there are a few here and there. I would recommend as well using like a heavier, or at least a medium weight character for a hovercraft, because if you try using Pipsy and Tip Top in the hovercrafts, they just sort of bounce and float all over the place, which is a real pain. But anyway, that's about done with the 3rd lap, so we earn ourselves another balloon, squash a frog while we're at it. Sweet! Car's just going for a paddle. Sweet! New balloon! Okay. So, as I was saying earlier, that's kind of high up. You want to give it to me? Why did you put it so high above my head? I can't get it. Look over here. Sweet! Okay, so I said I was going to go on to World 2 in this video, which is through there, in that sort of snowy area that we just passed. And I am going to do that, but I'm actually going to do the trophy race now. I said I was going to do the trophy race later, but I realised that if I do that I'll probably end up leaving all the trophy races, because there are more than one obviously. I'll probably end up doing all the trophy races at once, and I'll just have like a video full of trophy races, which I didn't really want to do. So I'm going to do it now instead, and just finish up this world before we move on to World 2. It seems a better way of doing it. So this is a round 1. So we've already seen all these tracks, so I might kind of like cut this down to like just the highlights or the results or something. I don't really know how this is going to work. But I haven't decided how I'm going to edit it yet, so I guess we'll find out about now. Let's go! Screw you, Crunch! Okay. I know the Bumper's handling's a little bit different to Diddy, I wasn't expecting that. Okay. The CPU like are a little bit harder in trophy races, so that could cause some problems. Fortunately, I seem to be pulling away, and I've got my 10 bananas. So, barring any major disasters, this race should be in the bag. Don't squash me, dinosaur! You squash me. Screw you. Okay, so that's the first race over, and we shall see the results about now. So, I think it's 9 points for a win. Yeah, 9 points for a win, then 7, 5, 3, 1, and then nothing if you get 6th or lower. So those are the rankings so far. After 1 race, I'm in the lead. 3 more to go. Let's begin race number 2. Ah, get out of the way, Diddy. Right up my behind. I oiled him. Oiled his face with my behind. That's lovely. I hit the wall. Oh dear. Shit! Alright, so that's Fossil Canyon done. Not too difficult, but I mean, as you can see on the map, the CPUs are probably a bit closer than they were the first time I did this, so yeah, the CPUs are a bit more difficult, but it's still not that difficult at this point in the game. So that's another 9 points, so I'm now on 18. Tip Top's keeping up with me at least, so I guess that's a bit of a challenge. Everybody else is kind of miles behind though, so 2 more races. Jungle Falls is next. This should be a pretty quick one. Go! Damn, Bumper, your handling's not as good as I would have liked. I guess I'm just too used to Diddy. I need to get used to somebody else. grab some bananas. I really wish I had the ability to look behind you, as more modern racing games usually do, but it's been an N64 game, it's not an option. I'd just like to see how close people are, like with, you know, in a sort of more detailed way than just looking at the map. But I can't do it, so I just have to hope that no one's coming up too close. I seem to be pulling away anyway, so that's not too much of a problem. Oh, I didn't see the oil, I thought it was a footprint. That was well placed. Ah! Okay, that's race 3 done, and another win. I don't think Tip-Tup was in second, so I should be pretty safe going into the last race. Oh, Tip-Tup finished in 7th. So I should have pulled way ahead now. So yeah, I'm more than 9 points clear, so I'm safe. I've won the trophy race. But we still have to do the last race. Go! Whoa, Pipsy, Jesus. Where are you getting all that speed from? Jesus, Pipsy, how are you doing this? Screw you, Diddy. How far ahead has she gone? That's crazy. Pipsy's supposed to be slow. Alright, let's see if I can catch up. I don't think I'm going to at this point. She's getting like crazy boosts. She's secretly using green boosts. That's cheating. Alright, well it looks like I got second in this race, so that's my first sort of non-win. Or, well, I guess lose is the word. But yeah, it doesn't matter, I still won the trophy race. So that's a gold trophy for us, 1 of 4. But we need to finish the game. So let's check the final results. 9 points for Pipsy. Well, Tip-Tup had a great start at the first 2 races and then just went to sleep after that. Still finished 3rd overall, so I guess that's alright for him, but 34 points makes me the winner. And here is our beautiful Whizpig trophy. It's golden and shiny, and there's sparkly stuff shining around. Sweet! We got the trophy! Alright, so that's now World 1, Dino Domain, completely done, absolutely nothing left for us to do here. So, wait, the exit was right there, where am I going? So let's head on to World 2. Okay, just before we head on to World 2, here's something that I should probably show off. As you get a trophy, the board on the beach, which usually shows question marks, now shows that you have a gold trophy. And obviously if you get like a silver or bronze, they'll show up in there either, but, as well. But you don't really, I mean, you get nothing really for getting the silver or the bronze. You need the gold to finish, so make sure you get them. And we'll get Taj to turn us into a plane so I can get to World 2. Alakazam! Thank you very much. Okay, get out of the way. So, let's fly on up through here. It takes us to World 2. It's a different path from going to the hovercraft. Well, you still need the plane anyway because the door to World 2 is raised up, so even if you took the path from the waterfall, you still wouldn't be able to go up here. Right, Snowflake Mountain is World 2, and it's all snowy. And because we've completed World 1, like completely, we have plenty of balloons for like every one of these races, so don't really have to worry about balloons anymore. If we're doing everything like in the same order I'm doing it, then balloons won't really be a problem. Anyway, Everfrost Peak is the first race in this world. This is probably one of my like least favourites, not because there's anything particularly wrong with it, I just find it kind of forgettable. As tracks go in this game, there are many better ones, so use the booster from the floor. Sweet! Okay, so, what was I going to talk about? It was something I had specifically in mind to say. Oh, during the first 2 videos, well, sort of the end of the first one and sort of now and again through the second, you may have noticed like a funny noise in the background. That's our pet canary, who was in the room as I was recording. Usually he's pretty quiet, so I just kind of like didn't take into account that he might start making some noise. Like if the room is pretty quiet, then he's usually pretty quiet. And if you put like some music on or the TV's on or there's just a lot of people talking, then he starts to make more noise. And I think me jabbering on kind of woke him up a little bit and he started to sort of twitter in the background. But I didn't notice at the time because I'm playing, I've got headphones on as I play this, so I couldn't hear him until I listened to it back. So sorry if that was kind of distracting. I believe I have eliminated the problem this time around though, so shouldn't be hearing any more of him. That makes it sound like I've killed him. I haven't killed him, he's still perfectly fine. I just put like a little cloth over his cage, like covered him up. That usually like quietens him down if he's a bit overexcited. So yeah, sorry about that. Shouldn't happen again. Hopefully it wasn't too much of a problem. I don't know, you might not have even noticed it, so it might have just been me, sort of been a bit paranoid about people getting bothered about extra sounds and stuff. So anyway, we're about done with this track. So you can see now that we're not in a trophy race again, the CPU just goes to being completely stupid. We're absolutely wiping the floor with them. We're like half a lap ahead. So sweet. This is going to be... I need to stop saying sweet as well. That's something else that I picked up on. Like in this episode alone, I must have said it like 5 times. Jesus. Okay. Well, anyway, that's another balloon. Don't hit the tree bumper. Sweet. Seriously, just said it again. 15 balloons. Anyway, plenty more. Which one's next? Wait, it's not Snowball Valley. It must be Walrus Cove over here. Number 3. Okay. Walrus Cove. Okay, this has got a cool like feature in it that we haven't seen so far. So let us. It's quite far. So it's not quite far. It's quite early on in the track, so we'll see it like just around here. A loop the loop. Yeah, as you go over it, you will automatically get a boost, and it will just thrust you over. So that's pretty cool. I just remember loving this track just because there was a loop the loop in it, which has not been seen in any other track so far. It's just one of those things that like makes this track stand out amongst the others. There's also like something else about this track that was sort of towards the end here, which isn't in any other track, and it's kind of weird. I don't know if I can show it off without screwing up my race, but the sort of outer sort of dark blue areas here looks kind of like water, but it's like, I don't really know what it is. Like if I drive onto it like this, it sort of bounces you back on the track. I don't know what it's supposed to be because it just looks like water or ice, but it's bouncy, which is weird. I always find that weird. You've got to be careful not to... Like, it does slow you down for a bit if you hit it, but it usually bounces you back onto the track, so it's not too much of a problem. There are certain positions, though, if you're not careful, where you can get, like, stuck off the track and you'll just keep bouncing up and down. The only way to get out is just to quit the race, so best to just avoid doing it altogether, unless you're trying to show it off like I was. Oh, yeah, something else I wanted to mention about this game, which I'm kind of surprised it's taken me this long to do it, but is the music. Music is awesome in this game. I mean, I know I'm kind of like blinded by nostalgia or whatever because shit. Oh Jesus. Okay. Because like I played this game a lot as a child, so all this music's like ingrained into my brain. But oh Jesus, it's just so catchy. I just love it. I love every part of it, and I'm kind of surprised I didn't mention it during the bosses, because the boss race theme is probably like one of my favourites. And we haven't even heard some of the best music yet. Some of the best music comes like later on in the game. It's just so damn catchy. It's awesome. I can't remember who did it. I know like Grant Kirkhope is like known for Banjo-Kazooie and DK64 and stuff like that. He didn't do this. It was I want to say it was the whoops. How did I not make that? Okay, I want to say it was the other guy who did the Donkey Kong Country music, but I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Jesus, I am really doing bad here with the bouncing. Okay, nice way to finish. But yeah, I can't remember his name, but yeah, I'm sure it's the same guy who did Donkey Kong Country series. But damn, it's so good, it's so catchy. So if I just start sort of breaking out into song, or at least humming or whatever, then I can't help it. I just love this music so much. Although, having said that, the music for Everfrost Peak and Snowball Valley is probably one of my least favourite tracks in the game. I don't know why. Again, it's not like terrible, it's just I think the others are more catchy. So this is probably an example of one where I won't be humming along, but never mind. Oh, there's split track here as well. It's got 2 different routes, so I guess I should show the other route on the next lap. The route I took there, I believe, is the fastest, so that's usually the one I go for. But excuse me. In the next lap, I will take the route on the right, so we can see that it's pretty simple. This one. Oh, actually, no, I said that. I think this is bouncy as well. Is it? Yeah, that makes you bounce. Okay. I kind of forgot that is in two tracks, and I thought it was just Walrus Cove that had the bounciness, but I usually don't take that route, so it's not really a problem for me. But, sweet! Okay, oh, I said sweet again. Need to stop doing that. Whee! Okay. I'm kind of pulling ahead, but let's take the faster route again this time, because this is much better. And, we shall finish this race victorious. Sweet! Seriously, again. Oh, I got squished by a snowball. That's something to look out for. Fortunately, if you've got a boost, they don't really slow you down very much. But don't get hit by the snowballs, because they squish you and they slow you down. Hooray! Alright, another balloon. Is that like 17 or something now? 17, sweet. That was just kind of a guess. I said sweet again. Okay, Frosty Village. This is a pretty good one. I like the music in here. It's kind of a cool looking track too. Frosty Village. So I can't skip this intro, that's kind of weird. Anyway, come on Bumper, we can do this. Race number 4. Get ready, and go! Catchy Christmas music. Alright, blue stuff down here, and I'm in the lead. It's weird that they call this one Frosty Village, because there's only those 3 houses that we just passed in here. That we just passed there in this track. There are no other houses or anything. So it's not really a village, there's just like 3 houses, that's it. I think in the DS remake, which I wasn't overly keen on, to be honest, they sort of redesigned a big chunk of this and put loads more houses in it, so the name kind of fits a bit better in that one, but I don't know, I didn't really like the DS remake very much. Maybe it was just like a nostalgia thing again, kind of like blinding me. I mean, technically, like, it did some things like very right, like you could upgrade your car and stuff, there were more characters, although some of them were a bit different because of the whole Microsoft buying Rare thing. And there was like a very, very limited like track design thing where you sort of drew a path on the touchscreen, and it kind of made a track out of it. But I don't know, it didn't feel right. I can't put my finger on it. Like, this one just feels so much better when you're racing around. I think there were like another 4 tracks that they added into the game as well. So I mean, technically, like, it did everything right to like improve the game, but I just didn't like it. I can't put my finger on it. The music was like, they redid all the music to sort of make it work on the DS, and it just sounded like, ugh. They changed the music on some tracks and like made new songs, and they just didn't sound as good. It was like, I don't know, I just felt like even someone who had never heard the music before would be able to tell the new tracks from the old ones, if you know what I mean. They just didn't sound right. So, but anyway, yeah, let's stop ranting about the DS remake. This is by far my favourite version, so and that's the reason I'm playing this. Plus, recording from a DS is kind of difficult, so. But that's Frosty Village over. First place finish. Sweet. So, oh, Jesus, I said it again. I need to stop saying that. Okay. So that's going to be our 18th balloon, and I think that will be enough for this video. Oh, we're into the boss. Okay, so we should start episode 4 with the boss race for World 2. So, thank you very much for watching. I've been Zombie, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.